Hello and welcome to Christ Evangelical Lutheran Church in Kelowna, British Columbia. My name is Pastor Patricia Genelia. I'm the pastor of the congregation, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make a palm cross. Sunday is Palm Sunday, and traditionally we meet and we hand out palms, and we keep them to wave, and we also make palm crosses. So firstly, the thing to recognize is this is what your palms look like. And now, palms will also come. They are rarely a single palm. They will usually come with a double. So the first thing to do is to take your palm and to open it up or check it if it needs to be opened and separate it into two palms. Then the next thing you want to do is check if there is a membrane up at the top that is a bit thick, and you want to take that off because that makes it harder to make your palm cross. And then take some scissors and you cut the end off because it'll be a bit dried out. So you cut it off, you have a fresh end. And at the very tip, you take it and you cut it off like that because there will often be a frond that again makes it difficult to make your cross. Now this one happens to be particularly thick and it's difficult to make a cross with that, so you might want to split this in half or simply go through all of your palms and choose one that is a bit narrower. This one here is a good example of a narrower palm. And so we'll just take the membrane off and we'll be ready to make our palm cross. So your palms are now prepared, and we'll go on to the next stage of how to turn this into this. So here we have the palm leaf ready to go. So I'm right-handed, so I start with holding it in my right and using my left hand to manipulate. If you're left-handed, do it the other way. So you begin by holding the very end in your thumb and forefinger. This is what it looks like to me, and this is what it would look like to you. Holding it then, and then you switch hands, and you take your end and you fold it roughly a finger width. You don't want it too wide, a finger width apart. So you fold it like that. Again, this is what it looks like. You fold it like that. And then you fold it a second time, exactly the same, and you press down firmly to keep the fold. Now, holding this in the one hand, you take the rest of the frond and you curve it around so it looks like half of a bow. So it looks like this. Half of a bow, and you curve it around the back, so it's half of a bow, and you hold on to that firmly. You don't want this to be too big, just a couple of centimeters is fine. You can adjust your sizings as you go along. Now once you've done that, you switch hands and move it to here, take the remaining frond, and again you make a bow and you curve it in behind just like the first one, and you make it the same width as the first one, and again put it and clamp it very carefully between thumb and forefinger. Now comes the tricky bit. You hold your palm crossed so far and you take the frond and you bend it at a 90 degree and bend it down. You'll see it's on an angle there, and squeeze it tightly. It will look like a T. Then holding this, you now take the rest of your frond and you have the little tip that you've cut off previously, and you need to loosen off a bit here. You need it loose enough that you can get your palm tip in under the first fold, but you don't want it so loose that it comes apart. Carefully tease it in, pull it through all the way to the top, and hold it. Do not let go. Curve it around in behind again, and do the exact same thing. Tease it into that fold, pull it through, and pull it and pull it and pull it until you've got it tight. At this point, you will have something that looks like this, and this is now locked. It will not come apart. And then you simply take what you've got here, and you take your tip and you feed it back on top of itself in that front little lobe like that. You feed it on top of itself, and you go like this, and there you have your cross. And after you've made 2 or 3, you will get the hang of the right proportions and the right widths and the right dimensions. So now you have 2 palm crosses ready to go. So wishing you a blessed day and a blessed Palm Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us.